think that's good. I didn't video this because I don't really know what the hell I'm doing yet, but yeah, actually I think I like that. That's cool. All right. No. Yes, but not today. Ooh, that would be a good one. That's it. That's all. Ooh. I think that's what we're going with. Alright, so I just grabbed the ones off the wall. I think this one's a garbage Chinese import. It's a nice size though. This one's a old Craftsman by the looks. 12 ounce. So yeah, this one's probably then a 8 ounce. 12. I think this one's only 4. Maybe it's 6. Whoa. 8 ounce. Brass though. I think this one's either a 4 or 6 ounce, but Chinese import. Terrible handle on that one. This is the one I just did the handle on. So I think we're going to go somewhere between these two sizes. I think I'd like to shoot for somewhere around 8 ounces. Maybe, yeah, I think I'll do 8, and then maybe I'll use one of those round ones to do a 6. So we use that. Cut a chunk off of that. Put that handle on it. Yeah, we'll do that. I forgot I had this one sitting there, so I use this one a lot for seating stuff in the milling vise, so it gets beat on. So I don't use it for anything nice. It's actually not even a nice hammer, but it is brass, so I use it. But yeah, we'll go something roughly the same size there. Little machining, yeah. Probably could have started out with something around here, but this will give me something bigger for the base. So I didn't video much of that, if any. But basically I left the height the same and just took down the sides. I'll probably take it down a little bit more here, but yeah, we'll see. And I left this one is the end. It'll be domed like a regular ball peen, but I left it so I can chuck this in the lathe to be able to turn that if I need to still. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I think that's good. I didn't video this because I don't really know what the hell I'm doing yet, but yeah, actually I think I like that. That's cool. So I might be able to video this a little better. I just flipped it around, so you can kind of see that I did this side and that side, and I already did the back side. So this is going to be the last one that I'm going to round off, and I think I got a good measurement here to go by, so I'll probably let you guys go along for the ride. I'm going to have to double check my indicator here just because, but alright, so that should mean I got about 40 thou to go. I'm going to double check it and see. Yeah, so I think that's good. We can go. Again, this is like a form tool going in here, so just rounding it right off. Yeah, there we go. So if I did that right, that's the last time I gotta chuck it in the 4-jaw. It looks kind of neat, really. Man, I almost want to do like some more flat in there. You can see it's getting chewed up by the jaws. That's okay. We can clean that back up. But so like I like how this one. So there's like these flats here. You know, they're forged in there. I mean, these aren't machined in. That's forged in. But I kind of like those. So do I bring this out a little bit more. I don't know. We'll have to see. So this is where I wish I had either some form tools or like a rounding jig or ball turner, whatever you want to call them. Something along those lines, because yeah, trying to do this manually, well, I can only do so much with one hand, holding the camera with the other. But yeah, we'll get it close and then probably just hit it with the file, some sandpaper and stuff until it's where I want it to be. But we're getting close. I mean, you can see it kind of coming to shape. Pretty cool though. So I think I about got it close enough that I'm going to hit it with a file for a while and see where I get it. Alright, we're really close on the ball end of this anyway, so let's see if I can get a little bit of footage of turning this. Yeah. So a lot of filing, a lot of sanding, no scotch brake, so we'll see. I'd really like to be able to chuck that in the drill and put it up against a buffing wheel, but probably overkill, huh? Whatever. That's pretty cool. I like that. Alright, so obviously we got a lot to clean up on this guy, and still got to punch a hole in it for the handle. Getting real close though. Alright, so we're going to punch a hole in it, I guess. Never really done that, I don't think, so we'll see. Obviously it's not round. Well, it's round, it's not a circle, it's an oval shape. So kind of see what it's going to take to mimic that shape in there. And I think if I can, I'll try to, maybe I'll just file it, because it's brass, it's super soft, to get the top side just a little bit bigger than the bottom side, so I can put a wedge in it and not have to worry about the handle coming out. Alright, so measuring this thing out, it looks like it's basically a 1/2 inch wide and 650 in the oblong direction. This guy does not have any power or low speed. So what was that? I don't know what I was turning there. Actually, low speed, that's 1200 RPM. Alright, well, whatever. But I figure we'll probably have to do roughly a 1/2 inch bit and then walk it 75 thou in each direction. At least that's the plan right now. We'll see. I'm just punching a 5/16 hole straight into this thing right now. We're trying to. Yeah, it's going pretty good now. I hit it with a center drill is a problem, and then you know, once it punched through the pilot on that center drill, it was trying to bind up in there. So now it seems to be doing just fine. I really need to get a camera mount on this thing for you guys. Then you'll just have to listen to me ramble more as I punch through this stuff. It seems like it's taking forever. It's running right. Oh, that's it, punching through. If any of you guys got any of these mini mills, little 500 watt DC motor, yeah, it doesn't have a lot of ass to it, low torque. So I figured that motor would burn up a long time ago and I'd have to replace it with something better, but so far it's still kicking. So actually I've measured this thing like 5 times, and it is, the handle itself is just over 1/2 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and just punch a 1/2 inch end mill straight into this. I already bored it with a 5/16, so it's not going to take a ton. It's like 510, I think, at the top, and more like 560 at the bottom. So if I do this right at 5, and then again walk it 75 thou in each direction for the oval shape, I think we'll be okay there. Probably should walk it with like a 7/16 bit instead of a 1/2, but maybe I'll do that. Now that I'm doing this, I kind of wonder what the cutting depth on this 1/2 inch in there is. Length of cut. I don't know. Alright, we'll put you guys down. Pay attention to what I'm doing. All right, so when I put you down, it was literally like a half a second from punching through, and you can see the little disco that it kicked out there at the bottom. Got a little brass washer now. That'll be handy for show and tell. So yeah, maybe I'll do a 7/16 and walk it to get that oblong shape, because you know this thing, I don't know if it's really the radius of a 1/2 inch out there at the end. It's got to be close though. I don't know. All right, so the plan here I think is going to be countersink that just a little bit, you know, beyond whatever. It's going to be flush, and then use that as a wedge. So we'll cut this off somewhere, and the thing is the whole base is fairly solid on these, so you got to have I think it's roughly 3/16 that I'll have to countersink that. So I think that's the plan. So yeah, I got her hammered down in there and recessed. It kind of looks a little bit off-centered, but that's the hole that was already in there from when they turned the handle. So I don't know, I just went with that. But yeah, I wanted it. Obviously not proud of that, but every time I take it off and hammer it back down on there, it goes on farther. So I've trimmed off that much 3 times now, I think. So maybe I'll do it one more time. I don't know. I got that recessed enough that I think the casing will be all the way down in there. Oh, and speaking of the casing, so that's a 223. I chucked it in a drill, so it it's tapered, so it will push out. Yeah, that's it. So I don't know what brand that is. AUSA 223 rim. I don't know. Whatever. That's what'll be in there. So I did spin this on the lathe quite a bit, and used some 240 grit sandpaper and some Scotch-Brite. So I got all these sharp edges taken out. Yeah, I like it so far. All right, so there she is. She's all in there. That is just still a little proud, but I'm all right with that. So I'm gonna sand this down, clean it all up, and start soaking it with some boiled linseed oil. All right, well, I thought I'd go over some of these other ones that I got. What you saw before in there was all from the shop. These are the ones I got in the garage and on the one desk here that I use for doing some light work. So I did snag this one. This is the one I did the video on before. I just did the handle, cleaned it all up. Really like that. In that video, you know, a lot of people were like, you know, Vaughn makes nice stuff. In fact, this is an old Vaughn. I actually really like that hammer. You can tell it's been beat on a lot. But no, they make nice stuff. I'm pretty sure that Craftsman I had in the other video, or earlier in this video, was made by Vaughn, because all this looks identical. It's just the name on it is different. But I don't know. You guys made some comments about some of the other hammers, and of course I like S-Wing. So as you guys suggested, I did go out and buy a brand new S-Wing. These are really nice. I like these a lot, honestly. They're not, I don't know, there's something about the rubber handle that makes them much more usable in reality, but for some reason I don't like that as much. But no, I'm still gonna really like this hammer. They're crazy money though. They've gone up a lot. When I first started looking at these, I think they were just over 20 bucks, and I don't remember. I hunted around till I found a decent, and I think it was still like 32 bucks or 30 bucks anyway. Whatever. I'll get the labels off of it and put that thing to use. It'll get used a lot, I'm sure. So again, a Vaughn, another Vaughn. This is an old Plum. It's a much bigger one. This one gets used on like cars and stuff too. So nothing fancy about it by any means. Or this old, what was that, a Fairmont. So a lot of these, hey, that one's even rusty. A lot of these get used, you know, normal garage hammer type stuff, not just fun gun stuff. But yeah, anyway, they are what they are. You don't need a hammer anywhere near this big and heavy for 90% of gun stuff. This is generally about as heavy as you might ever need, and I think that is only a that must be a 12 ounce, because this is an 8. Actually, I really like this size though. This one's almost too small. This one's almost too big. A 6 would be perfect. If they made this in a 6, I'd be all about it. I could probably grind down enough. There's enough on the head of that. You could take some down, or even take some weight off of the ball here. I don't know about unbalancing it, though. I don't know what that would be like. Take off 2 ounces of that. But anyway, it works well. And again, this is another one of those Chinese crappy, they're terrible. It's like a 4 ounce. But it's, actually, maybe it is 6. Yeah, I'd say it's 6. Anyway, the handle is god-awful. But they work, and I'm not afraid to beat on them and grind them down and do whatever it takes with them. So, again, all those are not even the ones I have in the shop. Well, this one will probably be in the shop, and that one might end up in there, too. I don't know. We'll see yet. So, this is what we got. Got the handle on it. Got the, come on, focus, 2, 2, 3, rim. Again, every time I put it on there, it stuck out a little further, grind it down. It's still, but, yeah, I like it. So got all the sharp edges and everything taken off of it. Still got a little bit of a flat there, which was kind of what I was saying, like I like on these. I thought those were forged in there, but on a second look, I'm thinking they ground those to probably balance the weight, would be my guess, because they look like they're heavy grinding. They don't look like part of the forging, but I don't know. If you guys know, tell me. Forging is amazing process to me, when you can heat something and get it to that shape nicely. But anyway, so this is roughly the exact same size as that. It's slightly bigger round still, both directions. So I might still end up taking a little bit off the diameter of this and this, just to lighten it up some. It is probably around 12 ounces. I didn't even weigh it, but I still like it. So being brass, you could swing it a little bit without screwing things up. And again, over time, you're gonna screw up the face of it. So you're gonna grind it down and polish it a bunch repeatedly. So maybe I won't do it now, knowing that eventually over time it's gonna be taken down. Yeah, that thing's sticking up just a little bit. That annoys me. But you can see it did, come on, focus. It did crack that just a little bit, so it should have expanded out nicely. And again, man, brass is cool. It's so smooth and sweet looking right now. It'll get beat on though, so I'm not real worried about it. This flat, I flied off with a mill. This one too, and I put my little JFG, MFG in there. Obviously a terrible stamping job, but I kind of thought that I'd be flying this off again to take some weight off of it. I don't know yet. If you can see this one, see how it's like super thin in the middle? That's how they save some of the weight and still have a normal size with the steel shank. But I could do something like that with this. Obviously you can't take it down as much because it still has to hold on to the handle, but there's a lot of height this way, so I can thin it down a lot on the sides. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe eventually I'll get a laser or a CNC engraver and put some logos in stuff. I don't know, we'll see. It'd be stuff to play with if I ever get around to that. But yeah, it was a fun project for sure. I highly recommend any chance you can, make your own tools, because if you like tools and using tools and making stuff with tools that you made is all the better. It really is cool. It gives you appreciation for what you've bought. You know, when you buy a $30 ball peen hammer, you still like, man, that's a lot of money, but you know, you're gonna enjoy it every time you use it. Even this one was I don't know, $16 or something, and I really like that already. I've barely used it, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. I know it's not the typical gun content, but I spend probably at least as much time in the garage making non-gun stuff as I do gun stuff. Most of that is tools or fixtures or whatever, but or working on them. But yeah, anyway, I enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make it, and hope it inspires you to get out there into your shop and build something of your own. Take care, guys. Thanks.